Around lawyers who are what I call in the zone, and I've been around lawyers who are terribly, terribly dissatisfied, and there's a difference between the two. I'm coaching a lawyer from Chattanooga, Tennessee named Rusty. Rusty bills about 2,000 hours a year. He's in a firm of about 450 lawyers in various offices. And he is absolutely, totally in the zone, loves what he's doing, and has work-life balance much better than most lawyers I know. Then I'm working with another lawyer named Samantha. Samantha is feeling, by the way, she bills about 2,000 hours a year, and she's feeling totally burned out. She's not in the zone at all. What do you think the difference is between these two? By the way, I'm just going to help answer part of the question. Rusty coaches his son's soccer team and baseball team. By the way, they play in the afternoon, so he leaves the office. Rusty teaches at the local college, absolutely loves it. Rusty is on the board of one of the most important charities in Chattanooga, absolutely loves it. He is totally focused on whatever he's doing at the time he's doing it. Samantha, on the other hand, comes to work each day, gets there about the same time. She needs to have FaceTime at the office. I know none of you have to have FaceTime, but she feels like she's got to have FaceTime. In other words, if her boss is there, she's got to be there. She leaves to go home about 6:30. She's single, by the way, so she goes by Eatsy's on the way home, picks up something to eat, goes fixes it. Typically eats lunch at her desk. And she said to me, "I'm burning out. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All I do is billable work." And I had her go through her day, and it was just the way I described. And picture this, the way she ended her day. This is exciting. She ended her day on the day I asked by paying her bills. So you start the day, you get up, you get ready for work, you go to work, you bill all day, you eat at your desk, you pick up food at Eatsy's, go home and eat, pay your bills and go to bed. Nothing's more exciting than that. I mean, I would love practicing law like that. Each day is so entertaining. So I said to her, "Samantha, have you ever heard the Stephen Covey story? Have any of you ever heard the Stephen Covey story of the big milk jar? Any of you heard that story? Any of you ever heard it that didn't hear me tell it?" Good, good. Well, Stephen Covey tells the story of this big milk jar, and he's in front of a class, and he puts in 3-inch rocks till it's full. And he looks at the class and says, "Is the jar full?" And someone says, "Yeah, it's full." Then he takes 1-inch rocks and puts it in, looks at the class and says, "Is the jar full?" By that time, the class had caught on. It's not full. Then he takes sand and puts it in the jar. Says, is the jar full? By that time, they'd still caught on. No, it's not full yet. So he puts water in it. By that time, there's nothing else that will go in it. And then he asks the class, "What's the point of the story?" And someone in the class said, "You can always put more in the jar," meaning you can always do more with your life. And Stephen Covey looked at him and said, "That's not the point at all. The point is, if you don't put the big rocks in first, then you'll never have a chance to put them in. If you put the water in first, no big rocks will fit." So Samantha is not dealing with the big rocks at all. You know, she's very active in her church. She's very active in her family. She has hobbies. She's active in the community. But those things are all taking a second place to FaceTime at the office. Couldn't be more exciting than that. I said, didn't you used to work out? Oh yeah, I used to work out. When did you used to work out? I worked out in the morning. Why aren't you working out now? Didn't you used to actually get out of your chair and go someplace for lunch? Oh yeah, I used to do that. So part of this whole thing is to be in the zone. When Rusty's coaching his kids, he doesn't have his BlackBerry on his belt. He's totally focused on his kids. When he's teaching, he's totally focused on teaching. When he's billing time, he's totally focused on billing time. When he's at home, he's totally focused on being at home. He's in the zone.